YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name's Josh. This is my 1991 Skyline GTR. Today we're going to be testing the new turbo kit with the HKS V-Cam. My car was dynoed at over 500 horsepower and 450 to the wheel. So let's do a couple rips and let's see how this thing pulls. Cop right there, Washington State Patrol, just waiting to bust somebody. All right, this will be max boost pull. I'll start in second gear. See what you can do. Okay, 4,000 RPM floored. Woo, shit. It's fucking fast. All right, we'll go second and third. So it's a lot easier to drive. V-Cam kicking if you listen to it. Still fast, but it feels safe. The high boost map is a little bit more scary. It really pushes you back into the seat a lot harder. Anyway, just cruising down the freeway. This thing is sitting at 2,500 RPMs at 100 kilometers per hour, and the car is pretty quiet. It drives smooth. It's easy to daily. We'll do some other tests in town from like a dead stop. Like I've got a aftermarket twin disc ceramic clutch or carbon clutch, and it's pretty easy to drive, just like stock. It's got a light clutch pedal, and V-Cam kicks in good for going up hills. I'm going to push the clutch pedal in for you guys to hear what the twin disc sounds like. Okay, so I just wanted to show just driving around town. This thing just drives just like a normal car. You can drive at low RPM and just putt along. And as soon as you get your foot into it, it becomes a real weapon on the road to really tear stuff up, which is cool. I mean, if you want to take on super cars at a stoplight, you can do that, or you can just chug around. Third gear just to show how fast we can pull past these trucks. I'm doing the best I can to try to get a bunch of different angles and a bunch of different things for you guys to see, so you can kind of get a sense of what this thing feels like to drive. So I hope you guys like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up on the video. I appreciate it. want to do one last test in the car. I just downloaded a 0 to 60 app So we're gonna do some 0 to 60 times and see what this thing can do with the new turbo setup at max boost. Here we go. And the GPS has no signal to record that, so we'll just have to count it ourselves. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. And I don't know what the official time was, because the stupid GPS, it says it's ready to race and then it doesn't keep up with the car when I hit those speeds. It's like it doesn't load fast enough. But we'll play back the video and we'll see what times it is. I don't know, it feels like around 4 seconds or so to me, just counting in my mind, but we'll see. Do the last few couple pulls up here. We got a few corners and stuff. My favorite boost map with this car, what I feel safe driving in, is the low boost setting, which is 18 PSI, 17 to 18 all the way across the power band, but the torque comes on a lot smoother, the horsepower comes on a lot smoother, and I feel like the car is a lot more stable and more planted. When I've got the max boost on, I can feel the car fighting for traction and kind of wandering around the road a little bit more, which I'm just not used to it. So I really need to perfect my driving and get used to the handling characteristics, pushing the low boost really to the limit, learning the car before turning it up and going max boost. Let's do some twisties. Still plenty fast with the low boost. Suspension feels good. I've been tweaking the springs. I've got the preload set in the front at 5 millimeters preload and 6 millimeters preload in the rear, and the suspension feels pretty much spot on to me at this point. But yeah, the car feels great. It handles well. It's got the acceleration and power I wanted. Now the last thing I need to do is fix the brakes. The brakes are not adequate, but we've got those in the garage and we'll put those on here probably within the next month. But I'm just cruising in 5th gear up these hills and around these corners, around 1500 RPMs. 4th gear, 1800 RPMs. VCAM does good. I like that low boost. I feel safe to get into it. Well, we're pretty much done with today's test drive. I wanted to go up a hill up here at the end and kind of just talk about the VCAM as far as the driving characteristics and what I think about it. I noticed there's a little bit more difference in valve train noise if you're below 2000 RPMs. I don't know if that has something to do with the VCAM, the way it works, or if it has something to do with the 272 exhaust cam, but there used to be no valve train noise. Now you can kind of hear it, which I will show you here in just a second. So I wanted to show you guys a video of going up the hill, and I wanted to get you guys some RPM clips as well, because HES claims that you get low end torque response, which we've seen on the dyno. The torque chart is crazy versus no VCAM. But I wanted to go up somewhat of a steep hill in like 3rd gear and low RPM, so you guys can kind of get an idea. So this thing has plenty of power to go up the hill in 3rd gear at 2000 RPM. I'm barely even pushing the throttle. Let's go 4th gear, 1500 RPM. A little bit of noise in the valve train, but still plenty of power. So yeah, the VCAM does help with driving around town like HES claims. You don't have to keep the revs up as much, and you can kind of putt around and have a little bit better low end torque. Let's go test it up one more big hill, and then we'll wrap up today's video in the garage at home with the S15, or the S14, sorry, no S15, not yet. So So we're just cruising in 4th gear at 35 miles an hour, roughly. And you guys can see this car is just super smooth. With the way I've got it tuned and everything, I had Doug spend a lot of time on the low RPM tuning for street drivability. And I wanted to test this big steep hill coming up here because it's probably like, I don't know, it's got to be like a 20-degree incline. And I want to keep the car in 4th gear and just climb the hill all the way with VCAM. So you guys can compare and see if your guys' car can do this with no VCAM. So I'm still making power, making boost. I can even go probably 5th gear up this hill and still hold it. Car's up doing 5th, not losing any RPM, so good VCAM test for you guys. Hopefully that helps if anybody's considering doing VCAM. You're going to see a crazy amount of low-end torque, especially when the turbos come in. It is ridiculous. But let's catch back up in the garage. I'm done with trying to record stuff today. We made it back home, guys. Let's got both my GoPros out with me today. So I had the GoPro Hero 8. I had the GoPro Hero 9 as well. So I had all my toys. Trying to get some good video, the best I could for you guys. But we are back home today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Having a lot of fun. Sylvia and the GTR. But it's pretty crazy. I'm happy with the way the build came together. Car makes over 500 at the crank, probably around 520 if it's making 450 to the wheel. This car can take on Supras, I can take on brand new Corvettes, I can take on pretty much a lot of supercars and keep up with them, if not beat them. Of course, anything that's highly modified, I'm not going to have a chance. I'm not 1,000 horsepower, I'm 500-ish. So anyway, I'm going to get inside and edit this video. Hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, consider subscribing. I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers. I'm trying to make good content for you guys, and it keeps me motivated to keep on producing content when I see growth with the channel. Got the stickers done on both the cars. And I usually don't do this, but if you guys liked today's video, please share the video. I'm trying to grow the channel. That would really help. I would really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. The thing with my build so far is I have $50,000 into my car, including the cost of the car itself, all the parts, the VCAM, the turbos, wheels, suspension, intercooler, every part I put in the car, plus all the tuning. For 50 grand, what brand new car can you buy that makes 450 wheel that does a 0 to 60, sometimes in the 3s? Probably really not much. You've got the Corvette. It's probably the fastest, least expensive car that you can buy, and that's what, $70,000. I'm so stoked. I've been wanting to have a car that can build this type of power since the old days of my blue WRX that had a C-West body kit. It had a Blitz intercooler, Brembo brakes, wheels, teen suspension, bigger injectors, bigger turbo, IHI VF22, Blitz 525cc injectors. And the power that I was making there is nothing comparable to what this car is. It just blows my mind. So I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today. Tried my best to record a bunch of different angles and different aspects and give you guys a perspective of what it would be like to drive a 500 plus horsepower GTR. For any of you guys that are new to the channel, if you're wondering where my car was built and tuned, I did most of the work on it myself. I did the turbo swap, but the VCAM was installed at Up Garage, as well as all the dyno tuning and stuff like that. So I'll have video links up in the description, up at the top, where you have some tags if you guys want to see those dyno videos, as well as like the VCAM install, that type of stuff. I've got more information. I'll have tags to help you guys with that. Adam and Tommy, if you guys ever come up to Up Garage and come visit, please give me a heads up. I'll let you guys drive my car. I'd love to meet you guys. I watch your channel. Love you guys both. Sexy fucks. Love the RB26. Car is sick. I'll see you guys next time.